Minimalism for seniors begins with redefining what it truly means to live well. Many people mistake minimalism for bare walls, empty rooms, or giving up all comforts. In reality, it's about keeping the things that serve our happiness and letting go of what no longer adds value. It is not about living with nothing, but about living with enough. For seniors, this perspective becomes especially powerful. After years of collecting possessions, raising families, and building a home, we often discover that many of the things around us are no longer necessary. Minimalism helps us focus on what still matters today, not what mattered 20 years ago. It's about aligning our surroundings with the life we live now, not the life we once lived. Another important truth is that minimalism is deeply personal. What feels essential to one person may not hold the same meaning for another. Rediscovering the true meaning of minimalism means finding your own balance, choosing which belongings bring comfort, joy, or usefulness, and releasing the rest without guilt. It's not about following rules. It's about creating harmony in your own life. Minimalism also invites us to shift our attention away from possessions and toward experiences. A small, meaningful collection of items can often provide more comfort than a house full of things. The real treasures are often invisible: conversations with loved ones, peaceful mornings, or simply having the space to breathe and move freely. In the end, minimalism for seniors is less about subtraction and more about addition, adding freedom, clarity, and joy to our days. By rediscovering what minimalism truly means, we step into a lifestyle that nurtures both our hearts and minds, helping us live with more gratitude and peace. Clutter is more than just the physical objects that fill our closets, basements, and garages. It can weigh us down emotionally and mentally, creating a constant background noise in our lives. For seniors, this clutter often represents decades of accumulated belongings, many of which are tied to memories or old habits. By taking the step to let go of what no longer serves us, we create an environment that feels calmer and easier to live in. The act of decluttering can be surprisingly therapeutic. As we sort through items, we make conscious choices about what still adds value and what does not. Each item we release is like lifting a small burden from our shoulders. Many seniors describe a feeling of lightness and relief, as though they've finally cleared away years of hidden stress that was quietly weighing them down. Letting go of clutter also creates space, not just in our homes, but in our minds. When our surroundings are filled with too many things, it becomes harder to focus on what matters most. By simplifying, we make room for clarity, calmness, and peace. Imagine walking into a tidy living room where everything has its place. The sense of serenity that follows is often priceless. Of course, letting go is not always easy. Some possessions carry emotional attachments, making it difficult to part with them. But by keeping only what truly brings joy or serves a practical purpose, seniors can honor their memories without being overwhelmed by them. A few cherished items can tell our story better than a house full of clutter ever could. Ultimately, decluttering is not just about cleaning. It's about creating a life with more breathing room, less stress, and more peace of mind. As we release the excess, we gain the freedom to enjoy the present moment fully without being held back by the weight of too many possessions. Downsizing is one of the most significant steps many seniors face, especially when moving from a family home to a smaller, more manageable space. It can feel overwhelming at first, as every object and room carries layers of memories. But when approached with care and dignity, downsizing becomes less about loss and more about creating a fresh, comfortable chapter in life. The beauty of downsizing lies in the freedom it provides. A smaller home often means fewer chores, less maintenance, and lower expenses. Instead of spending hours cleaning unused rooms or worrying about upkeep, seniors can spend more time enjoying hobbies, connecting with loved ones, and focusing on their well-being. It's about choosing ease over exhaustion. This process also offers the opportunity to be intentional about what we keep. Downsizing encourages us to select belongings that truly reflect who we are today, not just who we once were. It allows us to surround ourselves only with things that bring joy, comfort, and purpose, creating a living space that feels peaceful and supportive. For some, downsizing may feel like leaving behind a lifetime of memories, but those memories are not stored in the walls or objects. They live within us. By choosing a smaller home, seniors often find themselves experiencing more freedom to create new memories, unburdened by the weight of excess. It becomes a gentle shift toward living in the present. In the end, downsizing with dignity is not about giving up, it's about gaining. It's about creating a space that matches our current lifestyle and values. When embraced with the right mindset, downsizing becomes a powerful step toward simplicity, peace, and joy in later life. As we grow older, it becomes clear that possessions, no matter how many we own, cannot bring the same lasting happiness that experiences do. A shelf full of objects may gather dust, but a moment spent laughing with a loved one, traveling to a new place, or even enjoying a quiet sunset has the power to stay in our hearts forever. For seniors, shifting focus from things to experiences often brings deeper fulfillment. Experiences connect us to people and create stories we can share. A shared meal with family, a walk in the park with a friend, or a trip to visit grandchildren provides joy that no material item could ever replace. These are the moments that linger in our memory and strengthen our bonds with others. Another gift of choosing experiences is that they encourage us to live in the present. While objects often tie us to the past or burden us with upkeep, experiences remind us to savor the here and now. They invite us to pay attention to the small joys, a conversation, a smile, or even the sound of birds on a quiet morning. This shift also helps us let go of comparison. With possessions, it's easy to feel like we never have enough or that someone else has more. But with experiences, the value lies in how they touch us personally. No two experiences are the same, and their uniqueness makes them priceless. Ultimately, experiences feed the soul in a way possessions never can. By prioritizing meaningful activities and connections, seniors often discover a renewed sense of purpose and joy. Life feels richer, not because of what we own, but because of what we live, share, and remember. One of the greatest benefits of minimalism for seniors is the sense of financial freedom it creates. By choosing to live with less, we naturally spend less, and that makes retirement funds stretch further. It's not about depriving ourselves, but about being intentional, purchasing only what we truly need and value. This simple shift can relieve the stress that often comes with managing money later in life. Living minimally also reduces hidden costs. A smaller home means lower utility bills, less maintenance, and fewer unexpected repairs. Owning fewer possessions means less money spent on storage, cleaning, or replacing items that don't truly add value. Each choice to simplify puts more control back into our hands, making daily life not only easier, but also more affordable. For many seniors, this new relationship with money opens the door to freedom. Instead of feeling tied down by expenses, they can use their resources for what really matters. Whether that's traveling, enjoying hobbies, or investing in health and well-being, minimalism helps ensure that money supports a life of meaning rather than weighing us down with unnecessary obligations. There's also a sense of security that comes from knowing we need less to live happily. When expenses are reduced, financial worries often ease. Seniors can feel more confident about their future, knowing that their lifestyle is sustainable and that they are not chasing endless consumerism. In the end, financial freedom through minimalism isn't about having more money. It's about needing less. It's about creating peace of mind, reducing stress, and ensuring that our resources are spent in ways that bring joy, connection, and fulfillment in our later years. Letting go of belongings is never just about objects, it's about emotions. Each item we own carries a memory, a story, or a connection to a chapter of our lives. For seniors, this can make decluttering especially challenging, as it often means revisiting decades of experiences. Yet the act of letting go can be deeply healing, offering relief from emotional burdens we may not even realize we're carrying. Many possessions remind us of people we've lost or moments that have passed. While some of these memories are precious, others may stir feelings of sadness, regret, or longing. By choosing to keep only what uplifts us and release what brings pain, we create an environment that supports emotional well-being rather than draining it. Letting go also teaches acceptance. It reminds us that while we cannot hold on to every moment or person forever, we can honor their place in our lives without being tied down by physical reminders. This acceptance can bring a gentle sense of closure, allowing us to move forward with peace instead of clinging to the past.